to my channel. My name is Tiara, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I was able to only put down $3,000 for my new construction home. So it does sound a little bit, it sounds like a little bit too good to be true. And even for me, it really does seem like it's too good to be true. Like, no, really. But it's actually true, because when you think about the housing market that we are currently in, everybody's getting outbidded. There are not enough homes for the buyers, and we're truly in a seller's market. So how was I able to get my down payment at only $3,000? Honestly, it was a miracle, but I'm gonna walk you through the things that happened. So for one, the first neighborhood that I tried to get a house with was a D.R. Horton neighborhood. And, based off, I started working with their preferred lender, which is also a part of their company. And so another thing, when you are working with new construction, of course, if you get approved through their preferred lender, then they will give you more money towards your down payment. So anytime I approached a new construction company or some sort of neighborhood for new construction homes, I always asked what were the preferred lender perks. So working with them, I actually was able to utilize their free credit repair program. And the reason why I was not able to continue out the home buying process with D.R. Horton was because it was January and they literally just stopped all construction. They didn't do anything else. Like, they kept saying, we're going to release 30 more lots next week. And then it kept getting longer to 2 more weeks, and then next month. And then next thing you know, we're sitting in almost March. They still didn't release new lots. And it was like, okay, they talked about, shortages on different materials and things like that. So I wasn't sure about what was really going on with them, but ended up finding a new construction townhome subdivision. It wasn't ideal for me to have a townhome, but once I started learning and hearing about all the perks of where these townhomes were zoned, it was like a no-brainer. So number one, the townhome was actually zoned in Atlanta. And because I'm in an area where you have Atlanta, and then you have East Point, and then you have College Park. So these 3 different cities are so close together, they kind of like intertwine. And so literally, if you walk outside of my neighborhood, you can look up and see the zoning line between Atlanta and East Point. Like, that's how close I am to being in a whole different city. And the reason why this is so important is because I qualified for this first-time home buyers program that Atlanta offers, called the Atlanta Housing Authority. And what this program does is, if you make less than like $80,000 on the year, you can qualify to get a down payment assistance of $20,000. And so when I was talking with she's like the agent for the homes out here, for the company out here, she was telling me all this, and she was like, yeah, you really don't have to put much money down. And I was like, what? So I qualified for the $20,000 grant, which they really treat it as like a lien or like a second mortgage, or however you want to call it. But basically, the $20,000 is broken down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 years. So the goal, the whole purpose of the program is for you to invest into your home for at least 10 years minimum, because they want to stabilize the neighborhoods. And so if you look on this document that they gave me, it says on the 6th anniversary of the note, I would owe them 80% of the 20,000. On the 7th anniversary, 60%, 8th anniversary, 40%, 9th anniversary, 20%, and then after 10 years of having the house, pretty much the $20,000 is paid in full, but I wouldn't owe anything if I was to sell the house. So it's not that they gave me the $20,000 and I'm stuck with the house for 10 years. It's just if I sell it before the 10 years, then I would owe them the money back based on whatever year that I'm in. So technically you can like buy it out if you need to. So I was like, okay. So with that, so with number one, I was able to get qualified for this Atlanta Housing Down Payment Assistance Program. And then number two, because I work with the preferred lender, which was South State Bank or something like that, because I work with South State Bank, the lender offered, they gave me $5,200 towards the closing cost. So that's another incentive of working with the preferred lender. And because I had already previously worked with D.R. Horton's preferred lender, I had already went through the credit process of, boosting my credit and getting everything I needed done with that, which that is a whole nother video here. This video shows you how I was able to boost my credit in literally 6 days. Like when I went through the credit repair program, that's when I really realized like this whole credit thing is almost nearly a scam, because I repaired my credit so fast that I was like shocked. So anyways, you can take some time to check out that video. But got the $5,000, well, $5,200 from the preferred lender, and then after that, they did all the configurations of the numbers and everything, and it turned out that I only needed to pay $3,000 for closing. So if I do a little bit more breakdown with my income, I was qualified to be able to afford $250,000, a little bit over $250,000 for a home, to where my debt to income ratio would balance out. And then as well as, basically the townhome that I'm in. Right now I'm on the first floor, but this townhome has 3 floors, and it has 4 bedrooms. It has 3 bathrooms. No, I'm sorry. It has four bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. And, it has a balcony. It has everything that I need. And so this 4-bedroom, 3-story townhome is priced right at $266,255. When I took off my $3,000 of deposit, down payment, and then they took off the $5,200 from the lender, from the builder, and then the $20,000 from the down payment assistance program, that brought me all the way down to the $250,000 that I qualified for. And here you have it. I'm sitting in a brand new construction house, just beautiful, amazing. And I just pray and thank God every single day. I'm so thankful, because there's so many people out here that's trying to buy a new home, even trying to get an apartment, and they're struggling. And it's just like this was meant to be. And I know a lot of people say that what's meant for you is for you, but it's absolutely true, because the single family home fell through. And if I would have gotten a single family home, then I would have been putting way more money, much more money down. Technically, I would have had a bigger home and it would have been single family and it would have been about the same price. But in this market, who do you know can walk away with only paying $3,000? And, everything is just, I'm just grateful and thankful. So, what I will say to you is make sure, if it's your first home, do all the research that you possibly can do. Look up all the different first-time home buying programs that you can look up. Two other ones that I did that I was going to inquire about that I can think of off the top of my head is the Habitat for Humanity, as well as NACA, NACA. So NACA, they do put you through a lot more steps. I was actually going to do the webinar because you have to start off with the webinar, and then they have to put you with a counselor, and then you kind of go through the steps like that. And actually, my best friend, she and her sister, they went through the NACA program and got their house, and actually put nothing down for their house, like nothing. And they live in a single family home with 3 bedrooms. And I was going to go through that program, and you have to catch NACA, because if you don't catch them at the right time, you have to wait a couple months before you can even get the orientation. So you really need to plan in advance. Like if your goal is, I need to have a house by, like I know a girl that I work with, she said she want to have a house by the end of the year, and then she hasn't even started looking. Like, girl, you need to start looking. You need to start getting your pre-approvals done, like now, like ASAP, like yesterday. You need to make sure your credit is in line like yesterday. And then also, when it comes to credit, don't think that you got to have the best credit. You just need to really be in control of your debt to income ratio at the end of the day. So I know there's a lot, but you guys get my point. And I will see you all in the next video.